Every day, every second hurts more than ever, knowing what Ronan went through.
Ronan Kanda was just 16 when he was killed by a knifeman who thought he was someone else. In the almost 2 years since, his mother has continuously called for tougher action on knife crime.
From my experience, I would say that if anybody has been caught carrying a bladed article, then they shouldn't just be let out to do whatever they want. They should be referred to youth offending teams. There should be youth services that are helping that particular person so they don't go into a crime or ruin somebody else's life.
The latest crime data released yesterday shows overall crime is down 7% on last year, in part thanks to a reduction in violent crime and car crime. That's dropped almost 6%. But knife crime remains stubbornly high. More than 5,000 offences last year alone means the area has the highest rate of knife crime in England and Wales. Labour's Simon Foster is seeking re-election to the position of Police and Crime Commissioner. He says he'll recruit an additional 650 police and community support officers, but has been criticised for plans to close 30 police stations.
The data shows the area has the highest rate of knife crime per capita in all of England and all of Wales. The force is under special measures. Why should people vote to re-elect you?
We're engaged in constant and unremitting action in order to prevent, tackle and reduce knife crime. We know that the first duty of government is to keep its people safe and secure. And unfortunately, at a national level, there has been a lamentable failure on the part of national government to
comply. So you blame the government for knife crime in the West Midlands?
With that duty. Over the past 14 years or so, West Midlands Police suffered cuts of £175 million. We lost 25% of our police officers. So yes, West Midlands Police's budget remains under severe pressure and West Midlands Police remains seriously underfunded.
You plan on closing 30 police stations. How on earth does that help community policing?
I will maintain as many police stations as possible whilst prioritising and maintaining police officer and police staff numbers.
Halesowen Police Station is one of those facing closure. Simon Foster's only opponent is the Conservative ex-police officer Tom Byrne.
I will immediately halt the proposed closures, conduct a full review. That will include the future of the Birmingham City Centre headquarters, Lloyd House, and I'll do all I can to make sure officers are in their communities and visible.
So you will not commit to the stations being open, you'll only commit to a review of the stations?
So I think it's really important. I will halt the proposed closure programme and I will look at it again.
Completely.
I will do as much as I can to keep officers visible and local, but I will need to go in, look at the situation, and then I will set out my strategy to make sure officers are visible and local in their communities.
Many blame the recent rise in crime on those austerity cuts imposed by the Conservatives. Do you think the Conservatives got that wrong?
So, as I said, I welcome the investment that we've had in policing in the West Midlands. We've had more officers delivered by the Conservative government. I think it's a succession of Labour failure on crime.
The force remains under special measures, told it was inadequate at investigating crime and protecting vulnerable people. Whoever wins this election will certainly have a challenge on their hands. Lewis Warner, ITV News.